Hi Sagittarius, my name's Lorraine and welcome to my channel, Sun, Moon, Star, Free Tarot. This reading is for the month of August and it is slightly, a wee tiny bit late, but it's been a bit of a tough week. This reading is for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs, and if you're unsure what yours are, then you can find yours out by searching online for your free birth natal chart report. All you need is your time and location of birth, and this is to basically accurately determine your rising sign, the place where the sun rose when you were born, the direction it rose from. And we'll just get straight into your reading then, will we? So basically, Sagittarius, in your meditation, I got a feeling of fear, basically fear, and then I seen the sun and I'm thinking fear of happiness, and then but I'd already laid your spread out that I've got in front of me. Fear of happiness, the sun energy, fear, sitting in this energy, the now, presently, and Leo energy. I'm thinking maybe fear that way. And then I looks up and I realises that to start your energy, you're basically being asked, you're feeling like a call to action, and huckle is basically either you feeling immature in your decisions, feeling like you're immature about feeling like you're being called into action in the Knight of Michael that came through, and I basically stopped any further because I wanted to pull your tarot cards with ease, but this came out for this straight away. So I decided to stop so that I could bring through the rest of your tarot cards for your reading. So like then when I thought about it, huckle, he's innocent, like the sun is innocence, now it's children. So there's a fear about you taking a call to action in regards to communicating something about your children, something that you may feel like 15 is like devil energy. So you're feeling like you're wanting to spring forth. Now like you're being forced or feeling like you're being called towards taking action for your children. Something that is making you feel like you're wanting to go charge in there, but you're feeling like, no, I need to stay in my logical head because it's saying choose logic over emotions. But it's time to move quickly, but be logical about it. Don't all just sit in your emotions. Do you know what I mean? And you've got lots of free energy here. Now like number 3 is you've got 49, which is 4 add 9 is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's like you're being called to action in regards to bringing maybe something, an ending of a situation in regards to a Scorpio about children. It could be about a Scorpio, it doesn't need to be, but the energy is like the death card. So it's like you're being asked to bring action, and she's springing forth with all this, like this this energy, like it's her expression, the expression, and it's through children. And you're scared in case this action is being immature and being in your emotions, immature in your emotions, and you're scared to get it wrong. So you're trying to come like from a place, it's logically, now like, it's like in your head, it's like, right, do you know what, I'm going to go charging in there. It's a sudden change and you need to move and act quickly about taking action in regards to your children basically, and you're basically choosing to end the situation. You're basically, and then this is why I stopped, because when the Knight of Michael came out, which is the Knight of Swords, he's like very fast to action. There's a big change, a big opportunity. There's like, he's seizing the moment, but at the same time he's got to be logical about it. He's not very much in his emotions. He's in his thoughts, he's in his head. He's the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Michael is the Knight of Swords, basically, do you know what I mean? and it's like at the bottom of the deck, this was at the very bottom of the deck, is the Five of Michael. That's you still in your head and in your thoughts. This situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome and consider taking a more uplifting approach. And the Five of Michael is normally like when someone's sitting and maybe you might have found yourself in an argument or a situation where you had to stand your ground. The Nine of Gabriel's like the Nine of Wands. You had to stand up, defend yourself. You're feeling a bit wounded. Now, like, you're feeling like, geez, if I get the energy to keep going. And it's like you've fought through this energy and they're saying, keep going. This is like what's hindering you. What's hindering you is you're not sure if you've still got the determination to basically move forward. Move forward to find balance within yourself, basically. And this balance, this solution is going to be a solution through balance, and this is you. What you're already aware of is that there's already a solution in front of you, and it says success that comes from objective compromise, self-control, patience, forgiving and healing energy. Basically this is like your angels coming in and calling forth, like the water goes from one cup and into the other, and this is you being alchemically like mixing and changing the waters within you to find the balance. And down here in your recent past, present and recent future energies, which I'll explain further, that kind of like confirms that alchemical balance that you're trying to find within you, because it's like you're not wanting to be basically charging in and basically taking action in regards to a situation that I'm hearing that you're feeling is not, I don't know, a call to action in regards to maybe like devil energy, which is like maybe toxic connections in regards to children, or maybe the way someone has related to children through yourself in some sense. I'm not too sure. We'll see throughout the reading. But you have got other cards here that's about communication and children. I think maybe you're feeling like you're having to charge in there and defend children of some sort, and you're being called into action. And I'm going to like clarify this card. Why is this Knight of Michael being called into action in regards to Hako Ahako? Hako Ahako. I always call him Hako Ahako. Maybe he's my wee Hako Ahako. Hako Ahako, my Miko Amako. He's my wee Miko Amako. Hako Ahako. So maybe like this is whatever. I always like get his name mixed up, but so basically, why is this? Why are you, Sagittarius, feeling like you're having to charge in, take action, defend somebody or your children, somebody else's children, whatever? Why are you feeling like you have to take sudden quick action, charge in there and choose logic over emotion? Maybe the logic is the words when you call in, when you come into this action energy. And see above here, I put out crystals. Right, there we go. We've got an energy to clarify this Knight of Michael. But basically I've got black tourmaline in front of me. Now, like because I kind of felt like there was energies of fear, and I kind of feel like you need to protect your energy. You need to like work with your root chakra. You need to find some sort of stability in your life, and I'm hearing your root chakra, your sacral chakra, which is like where we create from. So like you're needing to create stability in your life. And then I've got sodalite in front of me, and it's your throat. So you need to find stability in creating a stable life for yourself. But like we've got sodalite here, you need to communicate, and it's like sodalite also like works with the third eye chakra. And the third eye chakra is saying you know that you know something and you want to communicate it. You're not feeling stable about creativity. When we bring creativity down to like a number, it would be free. And it's like free is like communicating, again back to the soda light. It's like you need to create something, and then free again would be you in your nurturing role. In your nurturing, what do you do when you nurture someone or nurture a child? You protect them. Oh look, because you're feeling like there's something here that justice, that you need to fight for. Fight for justice and equality. Ruling's made in your favour and don't give up. So maybe there's like an inequality between children in your life. And did you hear my bottle down there making a pop noise? I hope you heard that in the background, but that made a pop noise, and that was like my angel saying exactly, boom, like letting you know that somebody, maybe there's two different children here or two different sets of children, but like someone, it's like is getting, like someone is basically favouring one over the other more or something like that, and you know this, and it's like, or maybe you're going to court or something like that. I don't know exactly, but there's like an injustice feeling, and you're going in there, you're feeling called to action, and you're feeling like you've got to stick up for someone, and you are feeling fear because I did get the feeling that you were feeling fear, and I wanted to can't even speak right. I wanted to bring in the black tourmaline, and on each end I've got black obsidian. I wanted you to stand in your power, energetically protected, because I'm hearing that maybe you're getting some sort of energetic attacks on you, people's bad energy coming at you from all angles. So see each end of these up here, look at these, I've put black obsidian at both ends, and I'm wanting you to protect yourself, Sagittarius. At the bottom of the deck, this justice and this Knight of Michael that's wanting to come charging in and echo action is because his family life or her family life. They're wanting to protect their family life, their family home, their family, like this full family structure. Something to do with work and family is related and connected together in regards to this Knight of Michael who's coming in with springing forth that action. What's hindering you is like feeling like, so you're feeling like this Knight of Gabriel. It's like you're feeling like, what I'm hearing is like, 1 minute you're feeling inspired like this Knight of Gabriel until something happens. And something happens or something gets said to some innocent person that you may look at as a child, but they might not be a child, they may just be younger than you. But anyway, basically, it's like something gets said to someone like a child that you see is just an injustice. It's like, it's unequal in a sense, and it's like you're being called into action. And that Knight of Michael and this Knight of Gabriel, the Knight of Gabriel is like you having the courage to stand up for this person. And that's when the Knight of Michael says, no, do you know what? It's not just in my emotions, this is in my gut. My gut instinct is telling me, my gut instinct and my sacral, my solar plexus is telling me, no, fucking charge forward with this. You know what you know, do you know what I mean? And what you're already aware of. Again, solutions. You know the solution to this, and the solution is for you to stand up for somebody. Be courageous, but at the same time, come from a logical way. And basically, the obstacle that you're facing here is like changing and moving in a direction where you're feeling scared to take change, because she's got like a big red dress here and it's flowing through this thunderstorm, and it's like thunderstorms are unnerving. The feeling is very like, it basically shakes you to the core, and she's look, she's like holding on with her feet and her hands energetically to this egg. This egg is what she's protecting. And what is an egg? An egg is an innocent child or something. Or it could be an idea or something that you're birthing into your life. You choose what that is to you, but to me it's children. And 8 is like you making the movement and change to stand up for something. To stand up for what your beliefs are. Now, like, what you're willing to tolerate and what you're willing to not tolerate. What is your goal out of doing this? Do you know what I mean? Like, because the number 8 is like you making change towards movement of the goals and desires of what you would like to happen in this situation. And what I'm saying is you would like Talon the poet, he's like been on a journey through life and he's sitting here staring into Face the Wild and this resilience card, the weight of the world on his shoulders. He's looking into these energies and he's going, where did my Face the Wild go? Where did my fun, adventurous, fiery Sagittarius self go? When did it turn into this like the weight of the world on the back? And this is like all these like, I mean it looks like an alien coming out of this weight of the world that's on their back. It's like some sort of negative growth that's grown on whatever this is that's on the back. Whatever it is, it's like you've had to have real resilience in it. And it's left you tattered and torn and like a resilience, like dragging your heels forward and keep going and keep going. And it's because you're like 21, you're not completing the cycle. You're not completing the cycle. And when we bring it down to a single digit, we've got to 3. You're not completing a cycle because you're not communicating about something. About who you're nurturing. Number 3 again is the Empress card. Who you're protecting. You're not communicating about your protecting. And it's making you feel in this resilience. And it's like making you lose like your Face the Wild card above them. It's making you lose that, but we're not getting into that energy right this second. But in this energy, and this is what's crossing you. This is what the obstacle you're facing is making the change. The change, the call to action, the movement towards speaking up for your goals and your desires and what you want to change. And this red dress is your stability, because you know for a fact that when you speak up for something the same, that you're going to feel like your stability is going to go crashing into this thunderstorm. And this thunderstorm has got all these lightning bolts coming out of nowhere. And these lightning bolts are like shocks to the system, to the point where all these like birds are all flying up, running about it, all these seagulls. This is all these people. There's lots of people like flying in and saying their bit and saying their bit and saying their bit maybe. Is that what I'm getting? And then there's Talon the poet. He's got a story to tell. But he's sitting and he's pondering, do I tell my story? Do I tell my story? Or something like that. But if you're not willing to tell your story, a good way to be able to express yourself is to journal. Journal for you. And then maybe you might see a pattern within yourself. And through time, that might help you overcome your obstacle that you're facing. So basically, this is the lesson that you're needing to learn. You're needing to learn to trust your intuition, and then trust your intuition you trusting your intuition will help you release resistance, basically. You've got card 25, which would come down to the card number 7. Then we've got 7 and the singer of intuition. So basically 7 add 7 is 14. Again, that is like the temperance card, which would be yourself, Sagittarius. So like you're being asked to trust your intuition and stop resisting speaking whatever it is about something that you feel like is unbalanced. is in regards to work, because I've been shuffling these for a wee while. We've got the 8 of Ariel. Take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. Maybe your intuition is telling you that you're wanting to like get educated or start training in maybe a different career role or thing, something like that. Now, like, yeah, maybe you've got like desires to move on and work somewhere else as well. What's hindering you is that you're not yet trusting your intuition. You're still resisting, so you're unable to make bold and ambitious choices. You're unable to make new partnerships, basically. It's great progress is possible if you release resistance up here and trust your intuition. Important relationships with people who share your vision, and this is like-minded souls. This is like looking out into the future of possibilities, what you could manifest in your life. Manifest 8 is goals. Manifesting goals, desires, dreams, and then basically adding the 8 to the 2 would bring it to the 10. It would be able to transform these into real life, bring it down to a single digit, would be manifesting them in your world, being the magician of your own world. Top of the deck, what you're already aware of is the Chariot, that you're dying to go forward. So basically, your intuition, your gut instinct, everything is calling you. And there's another 7, so that's 777. So maybe you should look up the angel number 777. But just 7 on its own is like a call for you to have faith. Have faith in the things that you know and the feelings that you feel, and it's like just you sitting and reflecting and getting to know yourself and like getting to know what drives you, what is your passions, what is your desires, what is it that you like to do in your personal life that would bring personal growth to you, like personal satisfaction, and you can bring it into your career world, something you can learn about and make new, like you could basically like end up with different partnerships. This is like contracts, people that could help you further your career basically. You've got the drive and determination, they're saying. Determination and self-control, career advancement and acknowledge of success by others. So they're saying, basically, what they're saying is, getting your Chariot, balance with like the temperance energy, balance your light and your dark side, get it even balanced, trust your intuition, release resistance, start putting yourself out there, meeting new people, people who are interested in subjects that you want either trained up in or you want to actually go and maybe feel like you're being called back to education, to basically study something in depth, or just putting yourself through training to do something else basically in your career. Do you know what I mean? So, what is Sagittarius needing? To release resistance to the obstacle that they're facing and the intuition that they need to face in their future desires and goals. The Empress. So is it something creative that you're wanting to do? Something that you want to communicate, something that is creative to you and you're resisting it basically. It might have something to do with like your spiritual self, or maybe it's a spiritual awakening with 777, because 7 is like really, it's a divine number. 7 is like it can mean your spirituality and all that, and that's why I'm saying, is this like communication that you're wanting to communicate about yourself and like your own creative plans and things like that, or your own creative expression. But whatever it is, they're saying luxurious or abundant resources. So they're saying that whatever you need in like your material world, it will be met. But it's time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded. So get yourself into this. Number 3, nurturing creative energy, where you communicate yourself, you see your value, you see yourself in like a very high place, and you come from self-love. Basically, you give yourself self-love, and don't get it twisted to the point where you're thinking, but self-love is vain, blah blah blah. Self-love is far from vain. It's more like your self-respect. I mean, if you don't have self-respect for yourself, who's going to have any for you? Who's going to respect you if you don't respect yourself? Do you know what I mean? And that's number 3 again. So this is like that nurturing role that you're feeling towards children. And there you go. Page of Ariel again. So you're wanting to learn something new. What's hindering you is like, basically you need to go and investigate something that you want to learn, something that you want to go back to being this student, learning, investigating this new thing that you want in your life. Top of the deck, what you're already aware of is the Page of Gabriel. Come on to hell. So basically, you've got a passion. Basically, the energies here for each of these is you've got a passion that you're wanting to investigate about something that you're wanting to learn. So energetic, brave, optimistic, playful, truthful, perceptive, analytical, blunt, being blunt with yourself, telling yourself that you're wanting to go back to all this page energy. Maybe you might be like quite, maybe you might be, feel like you're too old to do this, I'm hearing. Do you know what I mean? But they're saying no, nobody's ever too old or too far gone into a career where they can't go back to learn again. Even go back, I'm hearing go back part-time if you're feeling like you can't give up your job to do this full-time. But they're saying anyway that you have to be blunt with yourself, you have to be clear with yourself so that you can trust your intuition, give up some of that resistance, and basically so that you can go into this reliable, clever, educated and balanced part of yourself. This part of yourself that's just pure, basically craving. It's like a thirst for knowledge, I'm hearing. If you get a thirst for knowledge, you're really wanting to bring your passionate, you're wanting something to intellect, you're wanting something to basically get your heat going and ticking over and learning, and you're feeling really passionate about it to the point where, I don't know, it just gets you, it just gives you that feeling like that like chariot kind of energy, that drive, that ambition for change. And that maybe it's something to do with, are you wanting to like be able to like become a writer? Or there's some creative self-expression here. I'm hearing writing. But obviously, I mean, it could be literature, English, like something like that. It could be, like, I'm hearing like it's going back to understanding, like, in writing. I'm hearing like maybe one day you might want to write your own book, tell your own story, or something like that, of your heavy burden. And I'm looking, right, and this is the kind of energy that Talon the poet would be in the beginning of his life before his travels. He's fast, he's energetic, he's card 5, he loves change, and number 7, he's got like all the faith and everything behind himself in the world, and then you put these 2 cards together and what do you get? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, that's 12. So you get 12, you get your perspective, like the way that you see the world, it changes. And then you start to realise that you want to communicate this card 21, you want to communicate how resilient and how hard and how burdensome your life has got, basically. And it's time for you to wrap up a completion of this resilient, of carrying like this big rock on your back with this big whatever it is coming out of it. Do you know what I mean? So that's what Tam the poet wants to do. You've got the 8 of Raphael. Sorry, it came flying out there, I just had to pick it up. The 8 of Raphael, he's saying, the 8 of Raphael is saying, there's something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you, and it's a spiritual quest. So it's like resisting, she's really resisting change from something that's feeling like your stability is being rocked to the core by this thunder moon. Something has like rocked you to the core. And the 8 of Raphael is the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is like looking at all the hard work and determination that you've made to make something work. And you're realising that you've tried your best. And it's like knowing that you've tried your best and you tried to make something maybe work time after time after time. It's like they're just saying, there comes a time where, I mean, look at the water coming down here, and it's coming down and it's heading towards like this bridge. And all I'm hearing is bridge over troubled water with this coming down. It's like it's time for you to heal. And it's time for you to maybe walk over this bridge of change. And maybe like choose a path that is more fulfilling. How can I not talk today? More fulfilling to yourself, basically. And 29, which would be like the master number 11. Maybe you might have like your numerology might be like master number 11, or it could just signify like change. Do you know what I mean? Change, and I mean, bring that down. I know that this card here is justice, but normally in the normal tarot this would be strength. Having the strength to like charge in there and say what you've got to say, but knowing that you're doing it logically, no stuck your emotions. And normally card number 11 would be justice. So it's like walking away towards your justice. Knowing, now like, then we're bringing it down, 1 add 1 is 2. Like completely knowing that it's like a feeling like your intuition. This is back to this card. It's like your intuition. You know, your intuition is telling you that some place that you are isn't good for you, and your Archangel Raphael's just coming in to say you spent a long time working and trying to get something in your life, relationships, could be work, partnerships, whatever. You've tried to get something to work for a long time for you, and it just doesn't seem to be working, whatever it is that you put into it. So what is this? Face the Wild in this resilience card. What is Sagittarius being resilient? This is the 4th page that's came out. So now what you're being resilient about is a new emotional situation, messages regarding relationships or social invitations, and great intuitive insights. So it's like your intuition is giving you insights that you know that basically you know that your heart wants to be open to something else, basically. Now like, and it's time for you to acknowledge like what your heart desires. Basically, your heart desires to go into this page energy where you're wanting to basically go back and maybe redo things in your life now, like when it comes to career and that I'm hearing. And communicate from the heart. Communicate from the heart about the 10 of Gabriel is like how burdensome your life got at times, and that pure really makes sense. So this is this Face the Wild energy is wanting to come into this page of Raphael. He's wanting you to clearly see the insights between this energetic, go-getter, fiery energy that you once were, into this resilience, this 10 of Gabriel, is your like so heavy, burdensome and resilient life that it's time for you to wrap this circle up. Card 21 is like completing the cycle with the world, completing the cycle. Maybe we like an Aquarius, a Scorpio, a Taurus or a Leo. Maybe not, but maybe it is, because then we've got the 10 of Gabriel and this is the wheel energy, the 10. Again, with an Aquarius, a Scorpio, we get Scorpio energy somewhere else in this reading, don't know where, and then Taurus and Leo. Maybe it's with one of these signs that you're feeling very like the weight of the world with this person. But you're basically, your angels are asking you to ask people for help in overcoming this situation so that you can, the sun, I told you that I got the sun energy in your meditation. So like this is for you to have your happier times. 19, bring it down to, like bring it down, 1 add 9 is 10. That's at 10, that's bring that wheel. Drop this burden, drop this resilience, complete the cycle, let the wheel move. Now like let the wheel move so that you can come into happier times ahead. Right now, they're telling you right now, the new in this sun energy, this is in Leo energy, they're telling you you can make a decision right now to make your life better basically. Life is wonderful, thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. So basically they're saying if you're inspired to do something, then Sagittarius, they're called like your angels are asking you, your spirit guides, your loved ones in spirit, whoever it is that you believe in above, they're asking you to bring this happiness for yourself, because it'll bring you happiness and fulfillment in your family life at home basically. And they're saying this will bring in love and blessings and will fill your life with harmonious relationships with family members and happily ever afters. And what you're already in rainbows, full of rainbows and happier times after these thunderstorms and these change. Now that you've been resisting in yourself and not putting down the burdens. And what you're already aware of is the 8 of Gabriel, a great deal of activity. You're already aware that there is a great deal of activity. Maybe people are saying things that they don't exactly mean, but maybe it's like a great deal of activity going on inside your head, and it's like sudden and immediate results in important communication. So maybe you're wanting to communicate something about your family life and your happiness going forward into the future. That you're wanting to 10, wrap up cycles, transform, so that you can like head towards like the sun and find your happiness within family, love, relationships, and you're wanting to communicate it now. So what is this focus, which would be your outcome? You're being asked to be focused. You have to find focus and balance. Card 14, that's Temperance card. You have to find focus and balance within a group of people, within a collection of pixies. Card 48, so like 4 would be like work, the emperor role, being the boss. So you have to find focus and balance in something that, when we add 1 and 4, it's 5, within something that's feeling very conflicted about a group of people, and work, and 8, and work, and you maybe being a leader and change, or maybe it's today where like your boss in work, but there's like a clash, a conflict, and you're being asked to focus yourself and centre yourself. I mean, you could be part of this collection of pixies, you could be a part of this, and you're just feeling like, I need to centre myself, I need to stay focused. Oh look, and didn't I say that you need to energetically protect yourself, because there's people basically sending you negative energies, and that's why I put the black obsidian to both sides of the sodalite and the tourmaline up here. up here. Put the black obsidian at each side, and the sodalite and the tourmaline at each side, basically, so that you could focus on your creative side very smack bang in the centre. You have to protect yourself, protect your energy at all costs. Black obsidian's a good one. So is black tourmaline as well, right enough. But you've been asked to be focused. And this change again, change, energetic, protect your energy. People can see that you're transforming with this blue butterfly, and it's blue, it's communication. They can see that you're ready to communicate something, and it's like people and jealousy is holding you back. You've been asked to stand up for what you believe in, have confidence and claim your personal power, and that is block any negative energy that is coming your way. You're being asked to stand up and claim your personal power, protect your energy, block off any other energies that are of low vibration. Do you know what I mean? Stand up for what you believe in. Focus, communicate, stay centred in this middle of this conflicting argument with a group of people, basically. A group of people who you will be communicating with. And it's like you're being told at the bottom of the deck that you're sitting in this Four of Raphael. The Four of Raphael is the Four of Cups. You're sitting bored, discontented. It's like you're literally bored out of your head anyway in this outcome that you're sitting in, where you're having to defend yourself, or you should be defending yourself, but maybe you're not. Maybe you're trying to just block off, like what they're doing, saying staying centred and focused in this card. Like focused half and half in their emotions, half in their head. Like you're trying to stay centred in amongst a group of people who's pulling at you left, right and centre. You have to stand up for what you believe in. Stop sitting in this pure self-pity, feeling sorry for yourself. And your message here is seek out other possibilities, look for the magic in life and be aware of your own emotions. Know what's basically boring the life out of you. And you're missing opportunities because you're still staying in something where you feel like you're missing opportunities that you could be reaching out and grabbing. Do you know what I mean? What's hindering you is the Queen of Michael, because the Queen of Michael, she's like, she'll stand here and she'll sit here in her chair and she'll communicate with you and she'll hear you out. And she'll hear you out, and if she thinks that basically if she thinks that she needs to detach for your energy, she will. She'll cut you off for her own benefit, because she's been through that much in her life that she knows that she's got to put herself first to protect herself. And it's like your message here is you know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience and a time for career rather than relationships. So maybe you're discontented in your relationships. Doesn't need to be like in love, it could be your relationship with your work life. And they're saying that you know what to do. The benefit of experience. Now experience, they're saying that, oh, that's what I'm hearing. So see that page energy, it's like going back to basics and going back to learn something for the very beginning. No, what they're saying is the benefit of experience is life experience will get you into, just say you were to do a course and there was 3 or 4 years, but you could start at the very page energy at the very first year and work your way up. But they're saying your life experience will get you in at the 3rd year, so you would only have to do the 3rd year and the 4th year basically. And then what you're already aware of is that you're a leader. You're a leader, you're a boss, you're inspirational, you're driven. You have to keep your eyes in the big picture, leave the details to others, experience that leads to success. There you go. That's your life experience that I was talking about, that would get you into that higher part of that course if you're wanting to get that higher part of that training in regards to the work that you're wanting to do, that you're inspired and driven to take dramatic action towards. Because the King of Gabriel, I mean, you can't say that he hasn't got ambitious leadership abilities within himself. He wants something, he goes and gets it. He's not like, doesn't sit down and back down and feel scared to admit that he loves or enjoys a certain thing in his life. Do you know what I mean? And if somebody doesn't like it, it's like, cool, that's good. Did I ask you if you liked it? It's what I like, and it's what I'm going to do, because if I stay where I'm just going to get more down and feel sorry and like in a very sorrow, kind of like feeling shallow emotions and all the kind of feelings, looking out to the world like what could have been. Do you want to look back in your life basically as an older person, an older woman, an older man, and say, oh, this is what I could have done, and regret that you didn't take any opportunities to go in the direction of what basically your passions and where you wanted to go in life, and instead said, you're basically looking back and saying, I wish I did. Do you want to look back and say, I wish I did? Or do you want to look back and have stories about that you actually did it? That you were brave enough to do it? That you had the intellect and the knowledge and basically the humour and the wit to see you through? Now, like, because the Queen of Michael is very witty and humorous and funny and intellect. Now, like, she's very intelligent and now all these kind of like energies. So basically, in your, this is like your near past, present, near future. Basically, in your near past, you've basically been sitting in a aloha healing energy. So it's kind of like, you've been using yoga, exercise, or some sort of techniques like this to bring around peace of mind and spiritual growth right now, but it's been slow to come towards you. So what healing has Sagittarius currently been sitting in? Oh, you've been sitting in heartbreak. You've been sitting heartbroken about maybe somebody that you've been sitting heartbroken about, either missing this, like all this like career driven goals, desires, passions. You're sitting heartbroken because you're feeling like you're not able to progress forward and investigate. Page of Michael, the 7 of Michael, and it's telling you, investigate a better course of action available to you. And they're saying working alone may not be the best answer, review all your details. So it's telling you, go and investigate what path is good for you, what path isn't good for you, and what's hindering you is the 5 of Gabriel, because you're feeling like you can't, like, you feel like you're stuck in this 5 of Gabriel competitive, like, challenging situation. You need to, it's telling you, that's that collection of pixies. Have patience, basically, with yourself and those around you, and you have to withdraw from the drama of others. That's that collection of pixies that you're basically having to stand up and defend yourself towards. And then in your present energies, you're sitting feeling wishy-washy about what you want to come to life in your life. Now, like, you're wanting something to come to life, you're wanting to bring something into you. You wanting to bring the lovers into your life, a Gemini maybe, or a connection that is like got some sort of like passionate beginning that you want to start in your life after feeling heartbroken. You're feeling wishy-washy, but Indy is sitting here and one peril is so much bigger than the other peril, and it's like, what are you wishy-washy about? one is so much bigger and holds so much more potential, they're saying. So it's in regards to the day we love. So basically, you get fairy of the green world, the natural world, nature. So they're saying you have to get out in nature, meditate about your desires and intentions, ask your angels to help you gain a positive perspective and do this out in the natural world. Now let's get yourself out to your maybe local country park, meditate, do a lot of heart meditation if you're feeling like this lover's energy, but I'm also hearing your root chakra, your sacral chakra, your throat. These are important, and your heart, obviously. Your heart is like very important because this is the centre of all chakras, up and down. They're like your higher ones and your lower ones, and you'll be able to bring in this Ace of Arion, which is your Ace of Pentacles, and like you could bring that new lover's energy into your life basically. So in your near future, you've got Arvo the parrot, who wants to communicate something. He wants to communicate some sort of change in his life in regards to his home or movement. Now something changing in his life in regards to his home life or his place of employment. And you've got Voodoo and Blue. And Voodoo and Blue is telling maybe people to back off, so that you're communicating 5, back off. I'm making a decision, or I have already made a decision with this Voodoo and Blue, because you're telling them back off, 2-2, back off. I'm being my own emperor. I make my own decisions about my own home. 2-2 is 4, about my own home, and 2-2 is the boss of your own life, your own work, to make this change in your life. And you're telling people to back off. It's your choice, your decision, something like that. And you're deciding that you're going to walk your path towards changement, that's change and movement, towards change and movement, towards the path that you so secretly, because it feels dead secret to me, like you're not telling other people about it just yet. It's like so secretly desiring. And then Francesca, at the bottom of the deck here, I mean, we've got your angel messages here. This was at the bottom of the deck. So basically what she's saying is, what do you desire right now? Visualise it and it will all come about. Negativity will block your progress basically. And then over here, you've got your Archangel Michael card. It's telling you it's time to leave this unhealthy situation. You've got the Clockwork Pumpkin, which is a wonderful idea, and the aha moment, it's like, aha, it's like ding ding, it's like the light bulb went off in your head. You realise you've got something to communicate in your life, and you're going to bring about a powerful energy shift, basically, and complete a cycle. And then they're saying the power of free is what you're already aware of. Is the power of free is that you have maybe tried to do this once or twice already, and they're saying try it again, 3rd time lucky. The power of free is basically saying 3 times 3 brings you to 9, and 9 helps you get to that place where that last final push, especially if you're a woman, you would understand this, that last push that your midwife helps you get your baby to be born into this world. That last and final push, it's like that biggest, strongest push. Now, like right for that is your like your sacral chakra, so that you can birth your new life. Do you know what I mean? They're telling you 3 times 3 is 9. It's time for you to find that final push to basically like overcome this big hurdle. It's like a big giant hurdle this time. It's like galloping, getting your speed up now, like, and pushing yourself through basically something that might have felt like a brick wall before, basically. And you have to look, I'm sitting shuffling away there while I was speaking to you, the King of Michael. You have to speak your mind you're wanting to basically get your head and your, like, everything, you're wanting stimulated in the mind. You're wanting your mind to basically you're basically wanting to communicate something very ambitious and like rational, principled, respected. It's like you've got so much creative juices, I'm hearing, and hopefully somebody out there can take this energy, because they're saying if you can get through this 3 times 3, this 9, this final push, and burst your way through into the 10 to complete a cycle, then they're saying that you're going to come into this ecstasis energy that is going to make you feel fully connected with yourself and connected with your higher self. And that's 2. Like, basically your higher self is 1 and you would be number 2 down here in this earth, and you would be fully connected in a feeling of ecstasis, fully connected to your higher self and communicating in this strong, powerful way. And you've got lots of yellow flowers here, so I'm saying maybe you might have friends on like 2 sides of the road or something like that. Friends basically supporting you for both sides of you. Communicate, be confident, be courageous, stand up, be ambitious, be the King of Michael. King of Michael, I just heard, if you need to detach yourself from people by asking Archangel Michael if a connection is no longer lovingly bringing you loving energies towards you, and you need to detach yourself from toxic situations, people, situations, past careers, basically feelings of resistance as well. Ask him to help you cut these cords so that you can move forward into your, basically where you want to go, your heart's desires. Hope somebody can take it out there. Cheers, Sagittarius. Like, share, look. 9 of Raphael. Make a wish. Dreams become reality. A joyful time of life. So there you go. If you like your video and this is for you, you have to make a wish. And your dreams will become a reality. And life will become a beach. However that saying is. So, like, comment, share, subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell if you want to get notifications of upcoming readings. Bye, Sagittarius.